Hey Cowboys Nation, welcome to your ultimate destination for all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analysis, rumors, to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team in what's being whispered as one of the boldest moves of the NFL offseason. The Dallas Cowboys may have just flipped the entire league on its head. Rumors are swirling around the star in Frisco that none other than Fred Warner, the heartbeat of the 49ers defense, is making his way to Dallas. That's right, the Cowboys might have just secured the services of arguably the best linebacker in the league today, though nothing has been officially confirmed. Insiders close to the situation suggest that talks between Dallas and San Francisco have heated up in recent weeks, and if this move comes to fruition, we're not just talking about a trade, we're talking about a full-on defensive revolution in Big D. Think about it, pairing Warner with Micah Parsons? That's a nightmare for any offensive coordinator in the NFL. Suddenly, the Cowboys' defense could become downright terrifying. Let's back up and unpack this. Fred Warner has been the anchor of one of the league's most feared defenses for years now. He's fast, instinctive, a locker room leader, and a relentless tackler who never quits on a play. When you think of the San Francisco 49ers' recent dominance on that side of the ball, you think of Nick Bosa off the edge, but right behind him, directing traffic and crushing hopes, has always been Fred Warner. So, the idea of him donning the silver and blue, it almost sounds like fan fiction. But according to several whispers coming out of training camps and media circles, the Cowboys front office has been aggressively exploring ways to add veteran leadership to their linebacker corps, especially with Dan Quinn now out of the picture and a new era underway in Dallas. Warner, with his championship mindset and all-pro pedigree, fits that bill perfectly. What makes this rumor even juicier is the context around the Cowboys' recent moves, or, perhaps more accurately, their lack of blockbuster moves up to this point. Fans have been demanding answers after yet another disappointing playoff exit. Owner Jerry Jones promised an all-in approach to 2025. So far, though, the roster tweaks have felt more like fine-tuning than fireworks. But bringing in Fred Warner, that would be fireworks. That would be a statement. That would be the kind of move that reignites hope in a fan base that's been starved for a Super Bowl appearance for nearly 3 decades. You can already hear the chatter on sports talk radio, and the speculation has been relentless. Could Warner be the missing piece? Could this finally be the leadership injection this team has needed? Nothing is confirmed, but if there's smoke, there might just be fire. It's important to remember the connection between Warner and Cowboys defensive players. He's not just respected, he's revered. In fact, Micah Parsons has publicly praised Warner on several occasions, calling him a mentor and a model of consistency. That mutual respect could make for an incredible tandem. Parsons' explosiveness off the edge and Warner's cerebral control in the middle. It's the perfect balance of chaos and order. Add Trevin Diggs and Darren Bland locking things down in the secondary, and you start to realize just how elite this unit could become. And with Mike Zimmer stepping in as defensive coordinator, known for his discipline and physicality, Warner would have the perfect schematic fit. Zimmer's system thrives with a general in the middle, and who better than Warner to wear that C on his chest in Dallas? The financial side of this potential blockbuster is still murky, but speculation suggests that Dallas may be willing to restructure existing contracts or even ship out a high-profile player to make room for Warner's salary. He's currently playing under a massive deal with San Francisco, and the Niners are dealing with a tight cap situation, especially after paying Bosa and other key players. Could this be a case of a championship window narrowing and a contender trying to cash in on value while they still can? It wouldn't be the first time a team moved on from a star player a year early rather than a year late, and Dallas, ever the opportunist under Jerry's leadership, may be ready to pounce. Insiders have even hinted that conversations may have started around draft time and have been kept tightly under wraps until now. From a strategic standpoint, adding Fred Warner isn't just about stats, it's about identity. The Cowboys have long been known for flashy offense, highlight reel catches, and big names. But if there's one thing fans have cried out for, it's toughness, that gritness, that defense that makes opponents think twice about running the ball up the gut or throwing over the middle. Fred Warner brings all of that and more. He changes the tone of a locker room. He sets a standard in film study and practice tempo. In on-field communication, if this move goes through, you can bet That it's not just about wins, it's about culture. It's about building a team that doesn't just make the playoffs but dominates in January. Warner's presence would signify that this team isn't messing around anymore. They're here to hit, to lead, and to win. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Now let's talk about what this means for the NFC if Warner does land in Dallas. You're looking at a seismic power shift. Philadelphia, Detroit, San Francisco, all of them have had Dallas number in recent years. But a Cowboys team with Warner and Parsons leading the way suddenly becomes a different beast entirely. That's a defense that can shut down Jalen Hurts, that can bully Jared Goff, that can rattle Brock Purdy. It's not just hype, it's potential realized. And in a league where defense still wins championships, this move could be the pivot point. Of course, nothing is set in stone yet, and fans know all too well how rumors can flare up and die out, but the pieces are in place. The whispers are getting louder. And if Jerry really is all in, then this is exactly the kind of splash that makes sense. It's also worth remembering that Warner himself has never shied away from the spotlight. He's a high-character guy, but he thrives in big moments on big stages with bright lights. What bigger stage than Dallas? What bigger fan base? What more demanding media market? Warner could go from being a quiet superstar in the Bay to becoming a legend in Texas. And let's not forget, the Cowboys' defense was already top 5 in several categories last season. This isn't a rebuild. This is an elite unit about to get even better. Imagine training camp with Warner taking charge, rallying young players, pushing everyone to be sharper. It could change everything. The tone, the hunger, the belief, and for a team that's been stuck at almost for too long, that shift could be monumental. Of course, we have to caution, none of this is official. These are reports, rumors, whispers behind closed doors. But in the NFL, where there's consistent smoke, deals like this have a way of becoming real fast. And if you're a Cowboys fan, this is exactly the kind of rumor that gets your blood pumping. Fred Warner in a Cowboys jersey. Think about that. Picture that walk onto the AT&T Stadium field. Hear the roar. Imagine the first time he lays out a running back in week 1. Goosebumps, whether it happens or not. The mere possibility is enough to shake the league, and right now, all eyes are on Dallas. Because if this move happens, nothing will be the same. So keep your ears open, Cowboys Nation. This could be the beginning of something special, or just another off-season rumor that fades into the ether. But one thing's for sure, when it comes to the NFL, anything is possible. And when Jerry Jones is involved, nothing is off the table. Fred Warner, America's team, the next defensive dynasty, maybe, just maybe. And if that's the case, the entire NFL better be ready, because the Cowboys wouldn't just be back, they'd be terrifying. And it all starts with one monster move, one monstrous defender, one new era. Let the rumors fly. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.